This video is geared more again towards people that are either currently going through breakups, divorce, separation, involuntary ones where you're not the one who's ending the relationship, or divorce. Doesn't matter. Divorce is just an artificial word that had to be created for this artificial contract made by lawyers and politicians called the marriage contract, which has nothing to do with natural life, and it was a business contract that was forced onto relationship just to get the state involved. That's why I'm so against marriage. But this video is geared towards you and to further help those who are either going through a breakup or have gone through a breakup and not over it yet. We'll go through one in the future. It's a guarantee. I want to remind you of a line in the old movie. You might have seen it. I think its movie is about 15-20 years old. It was called Indecent Proposal, where there was this very wealthy man played by Robert Redford who offered this beautiful woman he saw that was in a relationship with another man spend one night with her for $1 million. So this caused a lot of tension in the relationship that she already had with her boyfriend, but she accepts, and I guess they spend the night together and everything, and then after a couple of days or so, I don't exactly remember, he lets her go. The wealthy man lets her go back to her boyfriend, and the driver asks him, "Why did you let him go?" And he said a very interesting line that is true to life. And he said, pardon me if I paraphrase, but he said, she would have never looked at me the way she looked at him. And let that be your guide, because that is very true to life, even though it was from a movie. But hey, movies are made by real people, lines are created by real people who have gone through real pains. And that means that when she came to you, your woman, whoever she is because she looked at you in that special way. Now, the reasons could be 1,000,001. Don't ever try to figure out a reason why a woman likes you and doesn't like you, because it has nothing to do with logic and everything to do with feelings and emotions. Of course, all encapsulated into security. That's always important to them, first and foremost. But I wanted to sort of bring that to your attention, because when she also leaves is because she no longer sees you in that way. And there's nothing you can say or do that will change her mind. You might temporarily convince her to stay, but never do that. That never works in the long term. Because when a woman actually, I've said this before and you probably already know, but it never hurts to remind you, when a woman actually says to you, verbalizes that she wants to end the relationship, whatever, she's already been working that in her mind for a long time, sometimes weeks, months, years, depending on the depth of the relationship. So when she says that, you're already trying to convince someone who's convinced herself of one direction, and you want to tell her to turn around and go another direction. It never works. Besides, as again mentioned before, once you do that, it'll further actually confirm to her that she's made the right decision. Because someone who's valuable, someone who's worthy, someone who's got a high self-natural respect is not in need of convincing others to be with them. Paulo Coelho is a very well-known and very well-loved Portuguese author, and I want to share with you two of his quotes. One of his quotes is, "One necessary rule of success is to never lie to yourself." Again, that's by Paulo Coelho, a Portuguese writer. And another quote of his is, "If you only walk on sunny days, you'll never reach your destination." That means don't expect life to be always smooth and easy. There will be days, there will be periods, there will be times where it's very difficult, to a point where you don't want to go on anymore. You want to end it all. But it's those who realize that those are just passing phases that succeed and reach their goals and reach fulfillment and reach peace of mind. Success is when you can rest your head at night being at peace with yourself. Believe me, whether you have $100 billion in the bank or you're penniless, if you have peace, if you're at peace with yourself when you put your head down every night, you are a successful, happy, lucky person. And that should be the goal. Back to the main subject. When a person wants to leave, you let them go. It's in the best interest of both of you. You don't want to convince people to stay with you. That doesn't work. The Buddha says, and you probably heard this before also, but it never hurts to remind you. One of the best sayings of the Buddha is, we come to this world alone and we leave it alone. Who can argue with that? Who can argue with that? I laugh at those men that say to a woman, you complete me. You're my soulmate. You make me whole. Nobody makes you whole. You're already whole. God created you in all the completeness that you need. Others can come and enhance your life. A woman can enhance your life. I am absolutely all the way 100% for beautiful, fulfilling relationships as long as they're fulfilling and fun. The moment they become the drama side and the pain becomes heavier on the scale than the fun and the joy, it's time to let it go. God is telling you, the universe is telling you, it's time to let it go. And we know everyone has issues. Do you know anyone? Have you ever been with a woman, or if you're a woman, have you ever been with a man that doesn't have issues? Every human being has issues. It's those deal breakers that should tell us this is not the one for me. You know, we all have deal breakers, right? We all have things that, hey, if you do that, I'm sorry, I'll accept this and this and this, but that one is a deal breaker for me. Never accept, never compromise deal breakers, because you make yourself or the other person never happy by doing that. It won't last. The biggest favor you can do yourself is to know yourself. Know yourself. Never lie to yourself. Know yourself, know thyself, and never deviate from things that you know deep in your heart are the things that you cannot compromise on. You look at every successful man, every person that is the source of admiration for others, for what they've accomplished in life. And you will see they're the ones who know themselves, and every single one of them will tell you, don't do anything for money, do it because you love it and you will succeed. Have you heard that saying, you know, do what you love and you never have to work again for the rest of your life? And that goes for your relationship too. Do it because you love the qualities and you admire the qualities in that person. If they have qualities that you secretly do not like, you secretly have contempt for, that person is not right for you. And if that other person sees those qualities in you and they manifest that by saying they want out, let them go. Gentlemen, ladies, I hope this has been helpful. All the best.